Our programme concentrates on the start from Paris through to Fort Agaden, the desert crossing. In order for our Sky Channel cameras to film this massive event, Mitsubishi had lent us two of their excellent Pajeros, fully rally prepared. In each of those two Pajeros, one driver and one cameraman. It was up to them to go across the vast deserts of Africa to bring you all of the action. As well as those two cars, we also had the use of a helicopter, as well as our own aircraft, which was specifically equipped with high-frequency radios so that we could talk to the cars on the ground, as well as relaying information back to Europe. The 1986 Paris-Dakar was not only 15,000 kilometers, it also was to go through 7 countries, starting off in France, on south to Algeria, then to Niger, on to Mali, then into Communist Guinea, back up to Mauritania, and finally into Senegal. 22 days of the hardest driving known to both man and machine. Out of the 305 cars that will start from Paris, the Rothmans Porsches are undoubtedly the favourites. Number 185 is driven by Jackie X and Claude Brasseur. Number 186 by René. 700-kilometre stage. Gaston Rayet taking things easy in the early stages. This is Jean-Michel Baron with the third of the Rothmans Honda bikes. Jean-Michel taking the desert tracks at speed. Imagine doing 15,000 kilometers in a sidecar. They must be completely mad. Leader in the bike section is Guy Henin from Belgium. The two Rothmans Honda bikes are lying in 7th and 8th place. Gilles Lallet 7th, Cyril Neveu in 8th place. Here, number 95, Cyril Neveu. The Marlboro BMW of West German Eddie Ho is up to 3rd place, behind Ballestieri's Honda Italy entry. In the car section, Jackie X taking things, well, what he says, relatively easy, although he's in 3rd place, some 7 minutes behind the leader after this first special stage. The leader is Patrick Zanaroli, really charging hard and fast with the Mitsubishi Pajero. On the 5th of January, the event runs a further 700 kilometers south from El Golia to Insala. Here, Gaston Rayet with the number 101 Marlboro BMW bike. He's in 10th spot in the bike section. Unlike what many people may think, this part of the Sahara Desert is not that sandy, it's strewn with rocks. Eddie Ho is still upholding the challenge very hard in these early stages with his Marlboro BMW. He's still in 3rd place, and it's still the Belgian Heinen with his Yamaha who leads from Ballestieri with the Honda Italy entry. High mountains in the background, but heading out towards Tamanrasset and the desert. Both Gaston Rayet and Hubert Auriol on the Cagiva are getting in to the top 10 placings. Rayet is now up into 8th place, just 35 minutes behind the leader. The leader is still surprisingly Guy Henin from Belgium with his privately entered Yamaha. Both of the Rothmans Hondas are now up into the top 5. Gilles Lallet just 23 minutes behind leader Henin. He's in 4th place, and his teammate Cyril Neveu less than 2 minutes behind Lallet in 5th place. Gilles Lallet accelerates away from the start of one of the 2 special stages. Further on down in the Arak Gorge, the small motorcycle of Gaston Rayet is dwarfed by the mountains as he heads on towards the Sahara Desert. Eddie Ho with the Marlboro BMW has dropped from 3rd to 6th place. Up into 3rd place has come Serge Bacot with his Yamaha. The bikes always start 1 hour before the cars, and the start every morning is at 7. They seem to even sprain their small fingernail. They won't drive a racing car for at least a week. And there Gaston Rayet, despite broken bones, carries on, as Jean-Claude Olivier falls over with his Yamaha. He gets clear of this car, the Rothmans Porsche 959 of the new leader, Rennes-Mege. As had been predicted on the first of the two special stages down from Tamanrasset to Ifirwan, the halfway stage, it was a very quick special stage indeed, and the Porsche rate went, and in fact, incredibly, is up to 7th place by the time the bikes reach Dakar. And he's not exactly hanging about. Those are the sort of things that can catch out a bike rider who is too overconfident. Picard, with his Kajiva, also takes a flyer. He's just outside the top 10. And the leading Rothmans Porsche of Rennes-Mege. The works Porsches are running absolutely faultlessly at the moment. But remember, there is still 12 days of hard motoring through very different terrain ahead of them. Into the vast nothingness that is the Tenerife Desert. And past what we call the Metal Bird. Rennes-Mege and Dominique Lemoine at the head of the Paris-Dakar. The Mitsubishi Pajeros have hit more problems.